Yeah, so just to keep up with my character witness, so I made it through the work day. The work day was what the work day was. It was filled with a bunch of antics, zany people who don't want to see the fact that I'm coming from somewhere else and I'm just trying to get $1. I'm not trying to down the people. Sometimes they don't know. And that's why I gotta remind myself. Sometimes you don't know. And you're not expected to be perfect. Life is not expected to be like mastered in one lifetime. It takes a lifetime to even kind of try to master life. Most of us are average people. Whether it's average Caucasian people, average African American people, it doesn't matter. I strive to just do what it is that I wanted to do. Maintain my goal in relationship with Jesus Christ as a friend. I picked my God. I personally don't believe that Jesus Christ is my God. I believe he's just my friend because I feel as though I was treated like a thief on the cross my entire life. Denied the straight path so that I can be able to ascertain to a goal or a dream for myself. Because I was black. Because I was a part of the subservient class. Because I was a part of the descendants of slaves. That's how I really look at it. Like, for real. I believe that I'm just another descendant of slaves, part of the subservient class, underneath a Roman rule. And nobody really looks at how the fact that you put all these companies and corporations at me that make me fall as a black man because I want stuff for myself. I want experiences for myself. I want pursuit for happiness for myself. And then you turn around, you jerk me because of it, because I end up wanting stuff. And they want stuff too. And nobody's up front. And it's like, I'm just left vulnerable to being some woman's tool. So I picked my own God, and I picked a woman for my God. And I said to myself, like, well, if I'm going to have to serve underneath this ideal that caters to women, well, I want to pick the woman that I want about God or whatever. So that's what I did. Throughout the entire day, I focused on this woman. And I asked help from her spirit. And she was gracious to me. I believe she was gracious to me. I believe she was very merciful to me. Because men like me just get thrown inside the bucket of trout. We just get thrown into the chum for the bait. For bigger fish. And we don't really get seen as actual individuals that want something for ourselves or want to be stuff for ourselves. We just get seen as tools. Most of the time, these guys, they marry these women, they get with these women, and they just so happen to line up to be that woman's perfect tool so that they can get ahead. Nobody sees our story. Nobody hears our story, just like the thief on the cross. And that's how I really feel about it. So I consider Jesus Christ my friend, Yeshua. I consider him my friend. Because that thief, he's the only one that gets that response, and he's the only one that gets that reply from Jesus himself, and he goes in the direction of Jesus. He didn't get off the cross, and he didn't resurrect. And you don't hear nothing else about him, and you don't hear nothing about his story beforehand. It's just him then, and then him dead, and that's it. So I always ask that Christ keep his promise to that thief, because I feel like that thief. The world don't want to see me for me. They just want to make me into whatever they want to make me into. And if it lines up for their good-ass tool.